What do I mean by that? Let's just, for the sake of discussion here, let's just say that Brian, there is no Brian, it's just some proverbial imaginary person I'm using for the case study here, just like Carl. There is no Carl, but you all know him at work. Brian sets out to learn how to do ICT type trading. He watches videos. He really watches the videos. He doesn't just skim through them. He doesn't fall asleep. He doesn't use them as lullabies. He's going through and he's taking notes, copious amounts of notes. And then once he takes the notes, he's referring to those notes and thinking to himself, how does this apply to me? What would I do with this information? How would I really use this information? Would I be really adhering to this idea, or would I be undisciplined and ignore it? Would I be organized to have my chart set up to anticipate something happening within a 60-minute window? Would I be likely to abandon this approach or model, whatever it is that you're trying to trade with? Because I have lots of ways of using the PD arrays. Would you quickly abandon one of them to go for another one because you've watched another student? So this is what I did. And you want to do that, not knowing that what you're trying to learn can produce the same types of results too. It's just the money management aspect. That part is hard for some of you. And in fact, if I was honest, I think it's hard for most of you, because you want to get to the doing, the making of the money, being part of that crowd. That crowd that has consistent, profitable traders that reside in it, whether it be my community or another, they earned it. They earned that. It's not flash in a pan. It's not over leverage, get through a combine, get funded, get lucky after losing several dozens of funded accounts and just resetting and then finally getting one. And then that's the one you're going to show online. I have students that do that. I'm not going to point them out, but they've done that. And they didn't say they lost beforehand. I wish they would have done that. That's actually more encouraging. Not just here's the receipts. Your stuff works, ICT. I already know it works. I don't need the confirmation. Other people don't need. They see it. Regardless of how many times somebody blows their combine trying to get to it. If they were honest, they'll tell you when they blew the combine or they blew their live account, funded account, let's call it that, they deviated from their model and they went rogue. They went reckless. They started doing stuff that was outside of what they should have been doing. But to say that out loud online or communicate that to me publicly, I mean, they'll say it to me in a private message in TradingView. They'll send it to me in an email that I probably won't get to forever. But they won't do it openly because they know they'll be ridiculed. And that makes this business hard, really hard. Because you're trying to make it about image. You're trying to make it about money earned before you're ready to. If I was a shyster, if I was a con artist, I would have laced this stuff to make it sound like it's get rich quick. And I could have sat in here and told you, okay, it's going to go up from here and we're going to buy it here and we're going to sell it here. We're going to take our partials here. Here's where our stop is. Roll your stop here. I could do that. And a large portion of you would all think that you were good traders flexing online. Yeah. You ain't like us. Our ICT, baby, we're representing. Throwing your gang signs up. Because you would be living vicariously as a trader through what I'm providing. As a 20-year-old, that was exactly what I intended to do. Because team mentality is very, very strong when it comes to competition type things. Look at sports. I don't like sports. I don't like baseball. I don't like football. I wear a Yankee cap once in a while. I'm not a Yankee fan. I couldn't tell you one player's name on the Yankee team. For $1 billion, I couldn't tell you. I just think it's an all-American type thing, and I like the logo. But the team mentality, when you're marketing something, real strong, real strong. And I know that that is useful from a marketing standpoint. And you have fallen victim to other people that have done that, throwing materialistic things, cars and whatnot, to try to get your attention. And when I teach and when I've talked about things, and I've never ran ads, I just said, my shit's better than everything else. Come prove otherwise. And nobody has. And word of mouth, it's spread. You, in your pursuits of trading, would have been caught up in that if I just would have said, here's what we're going to do. We're going to trade this. As much as you would all love me more for doing so, all I would be doing is holding you back. I have students out there that are getting ready to cross over the $1 million net profit threshold only from YouTube. Let me say that again. I have students that are about to cross over $1 million fucking dollars in net profits. Not fucking market replay, not demo dollars, not combine money, real fucking money. Where's the $1 million fucking students everywhere else? I told you, folks, I fucking told you. If you listened, you follow the rules and you learn about yourself, discover what it is it's going to cause you to go off rails. And then you fight really hard to not do that. Everything that you're looking to do will come to you in its perfect timing. It's going to be perfectly timed when you get there and you are finding your consistently profitable model where you're never going to change anything. You're not going to change shit. You don't care. You don't care what I'm writing in a book. You don't give a shit about watching my old videos anymore. You're not going to go back and learn something a little bit more about. You're done. You found that thing, just like your job when you go to work. They expect you to do the same thing every workday, for the most part. And then if you put your time in and you prostitute yourself, you get paid out at the end of the week or every 2 weeks. How long did you submit to waiting to get that skill set to learn to do the job you're doing right now? How long did it take for you to get over that butterfly feeling of, I gotta learn this job so that way I know I'm confident that I won't be made redundant and fired? Are you thinking about trading the same way? If not, why not? That's a process. You went through and you submitted to a process with a goal in mind that was a deferred result that was not assured to you. It was not promised that you would have gainful employment. It was not promised to you. The opportunity was laid before you. Trading is just like that for all of us. Later today, there'll be a market driver at 8:30. You'll either not be a participant of it or you'll fall victim to it. And you'll have experience from that. All of that allows you to build more understanding about how you are going to engage with these markets. Some of you that are highly organized, highly disciplined, and it's a small portion of you, because by far and large, humans are not generally those types of characteristics predominantly in any one of us, really. That's an exceptional breed. I'm not that. I had to do those things and force myself to do that because my attention is easily diverted. I have a very short attention span. I'm easily irritated, bipolar. I have all kinds of reasons that make it harder for me. And they're not fucking decisions. Okay, they're impulses that I sometimes can't control. Once something starts happening, I got to run after it. I got to chase it. You're going to discover that's probably something that you never discovered about yourself. And you can't let that occur in your trading. Otherwise, it will undermine you. It'll undermine your development. Even if you are profitable, all it takes is a small episode for that to happen. If you have no discipline, you have no self-control, and you are reckless, you can undermine a week's worth, a month, or an entire account. You can be done one day. I've let my kids trade live accounts to teach them what it feels like to watch real money. I've let them do it. I've let them do it. And one of them, 2 years ago, in July, went through $42,000. I sat right there and watched them do it. Oh, that's bullshit. Who would do that? Me. I would. I want them to understand that that was real money that they went through. Buy and sell as much as you want. Do what you want to do. But understand, at the end of this day, whatever you've done, this is what it cost, or this is what you made. And I want you to tell me what you feel like. What does it feel like? How many of you know what it feels like to lose $42,000 in 2 hours and 15 minutes or so? Sobering, isn't it? I want all of you to respect the risk. The only way you're going to respect that risk is for you to go through this process properly, not speedy, not quickly, not if I run through it quick enough, the devil won't know I'm here. That's not how this works, man. You got to let the flames singe your ass a few times, burn the hairs off of it. And sometimes it doesn't smell good, but you'll remember it. You'll remember, yeah, last time I traded this kind of fucking shit, I didn't use a stop loss and that thing just ran real quick. 30 handles, it just blew up against me. 30 handles. If I would have had a stop, I only would have lost 12. And by the time I got out of it, it's 30 plus against me and still running. See, in the beginning, you don't think that's ever going to happen to you. You think that's never going to happen to you. You're the exception. I thought that shit too. Until the market chapped my ass. Dozens of times. I was stubborn. It took a lot for me to learn these types of things because, you know, if there's a guy out there that's going to crack all this stuff, it's going to be me, right? And I did a lot of things that caused me harm and pain. And you're not going to know what they are for you or when you're going to learn them. But if you're consistently applying yourself to the markets every single market day, in one capacity or another, whether it be in hindsight, because you're working, going to school or whatever, or if you're doing it live, either way, once you get to about 2 years into this, I am confident as a trader, I'm confident as an educator, I'm confident as a human being. 2 years doing something properly, you will have a baseline that you can really lean on in terms of your personal experience. I'm not fucking talking about what happened in a chart. That means what you have been doing from day one. Have you been playing around Mickey Mouse bullshit, playing in the sandbox, goofing off, buying something, selling something because you just think, well, I just feel like it's probably going to go down. That's not trading. That's gambling. That's fucking gambling. Are you looking at the chart and thinking, oh, well, if I do this, it's probably going to do that? If you're doing that, you're gambling. You have to know exactly what you're looking for. That's the reason why I teach the way I teach. That's why I'm long-winded, because this is how you make fucking money consistently, not flash in the pan. Anybody can go out there and say, here, look at this. If the moving average on the 9 EMA is above the 18 EMA, and it's been like that for the last 2 weeks on a daily chart, if the opening price tomorrow on a Monday or Tuesday gets traded below and then rallies above the opening price after 10 o'clock in the morning, if you buy the first bear value gap, you can hold that until 3 o'clock in the afternoon and be profitable. Hello, I just gave you a fucking model. And it has indicators. It has rules. Don't risk more than 1%. I guarantee you can pass combines with it. I guarantee you can quit your job. I guarantee you You will be consistently profitable if you can stick to it. But can you? I can take everybody else's bullshit out there and turn it into rocket fuel. Why? Because I know how these markets work, and I know me. I know me. I know when their shit's going to fail, and I know when it has a probability of working. They don't. That's why they talk about things being random. Shit's random. You got to do this. You don't never know what's going to happen. The market doesn't have any rhyme or reason. That's horseshit. And you won't know that in a 40-day program. You won't learn that in a 1-week boot camp. You won't learn that in less than 6 months. You got to be around somebody that understands, obviously, the way people think, how they're going to mess things up, and have messed it up themselves and found the other side. Doing it correctly. Proving it can be done with real fucking money. Demo baller put his demo account away. Where's the excuses now? Where's the excuses? A lot of backpedaling. $750 daily goals. Where's the big money at? I think everybody should start doing $25,000 days. The first person that can't do it is a bitch. How about that for a challenge? How's that? Hashtag $25,000 days. First one that can't fucking do it consistently is a bitch. How's that? Let's see who the fuck really knows what's going on. I'm telling you, motherfuckers, I'm stepping out of here in November, and nobody ain't doing shit. Nobody. But you're going to listen to fools. You're going to listen to people that are fucking broke. Just discovering what it feels like to have money because they're selling something. That's the part I can't wait to get the fuck away from. It pisses me off. It makes me want to do things online that makes it look like I need the attention. I don't need the attention. I don't want the fucking attention. I can't wait to leave it. But you're going to get caught up. If you're not careful, you're going to get caught up watching some Mickey Mouse shit, listening to some dumbass fucking clown. It's going to lead you down the primrose lane, and it's going to undermine any progress that you've made right now, or stifle any real proper progress. Making money is easy. It's so fucking easy. It's ridiculous. You are going to fuck it up. Like everybody else that ever does it and fails, they are the problem. But the weak-minded individuals are going to say, yeah, well, he didn't teach me this, or this thing didn't do what it was supposed to do. This indicator didn't plot it right here, and this, everything's this, that, thing. It's against me, and it's all rigged, and therefore I can't do it. It's rigged, and you can do it. That's the difference. I don't know why you people are arguing against me that there isn't an algorithm. It is absolutely an algorithm. It's advantageous for you to understand that, and when you do know that, it has parameters it has to operate within. It makes it more likely that what you think may happen is likely to happen versus some random bullshit that's going to come out of nowhere. I'm not saying that there can't be those types of things, these black swan events or over exaggerations in a market report or a data driver that comes out like 8:30 news embargo lifts and something comes out, red report.